Adapt or die.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm saying you broke my heart.
You walked away from us again.
I'll see you
Later.
later.
What was that?
First shift back, tomorrow you get a shot at.
You missed me, didn't you?
Shoot her.
Come on, Nick, do it.
Nick, come on. Let's move.
Turn off the car! Do it now!
Life is just coursing through my veins right now. I just want to hold someone. Celebration sex? Anyone?
No.
Put yourself together, man. Keep your hands up.
Rookie Blues season premiere, Thursday, May 23rd on Global.
Whew, and here they are, Gregory Smith and Missy Peregrym. Welcome to our show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
That looks like a good show.
I know. I was watching it. I was like, not bad. I might tune in tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to tune in tonight. I want to watch all the episodes at once, though, because I just can't wait to get to the end. The plot lines look amazing this season. Are you at all concerned that fans are going to be upset that they've missed a so-called 6 months in your lives? Because the story picks up now, fictionally, 6 months after the end of last season.
I don't think so. You know, it's sort of we're picking up right where our lives get really interesting again. So the previous
So we
6
just missed the
months,
dull stuff?
Yeah, it was nothing really too exciting happening.
I think it's good. I think they show enough stuff to understand where the characters are right now. And that's what makes it so fun to come back. And the division, things have changed. Things have changed with Andy, you know, working undercover for 6 months with Nick.
Hot Nick.
Hot Nick.
Might I say. But have you ever been paired up on that show with anyone who isn't hot?
No.
No. Yeah, you get
Lucky me.
That's why we've never been paired together.
Oh,
stop.
come on. Look, this is what he does. You know, oh no, Greg, you're really hot too.
Okay, except I wish we could isolate and roll that clip, because as we were watching that promo package, there's a couple in a bathroom stall kissing passionately, and I said, "Who's that?"
It's Epstein and a mystery woman.
Yes, I figured that out from the scene. I couldn't tell it was you, so we're not ever going to figure out who that woman is until we actually see it, right?
Yeah. That is. I believe that happens. That's not in the season premiere. That's next week. But it's a very intense scene, and
you enjoyed it very much,
and
probably.
Well, of course, that brings up, you know, making out, kissing, love scenes, which, sorry, all actors are asked about this. Does it...
It's the worst.
It is, isn't it?
It is the worst.
Yeah.
It's not fun. I mean, you're in front of crew, you know, you got a bunch of people staring at you, and you just get self-conscious, and it's not really natural, because you're constantly looking for the angle, and...
But you have to make it look natural and passionate.
It's almost like it's like very choreographed, almost like I imagine, you know, if you were choreographing a dance or something. It's like, okay, my hand will go here, we'll do this, we'll spin here, and you try it a couple times without actually kissing, and then you know, when you start rolling, then you'll actually mash your lips together. But it's not
Super
kissing.
romantic.
It's something else.
It's not kissing?
Yeah, it looks a lot like kissing, but it's really something different.
We're going to have to tweet that out. It looks like kissing, but it's not. What's it like, because you've already filmed this whole season. You've read the whole book for this round. What's it like knowing all that information, and we, the viewer, haven't seen any of it yet?
Frustrating, because I can't tell you everything that's going to happen. It is a really good season. We have a lot of stuff coming up that I'm curious to see how the fans are going to react to some of the storylines.
Well, let's talk about your storyline, because you and Sam broke up. I'm going to just say you were on a break, just to borrow a phrase from an old show.
You know what? That's what I thought too. Friends, good one. Yeah, I think I'm going to come back and everything's going to be the same, and it's not. Sam's moved on professionally, and from me, which feels great.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
But you were paired up with Andy in this undercover mission. We've got a clip. We want to... Oh, there's a picture of Sam. You know, who was the first detective you dated in the first season?
Luke Callahan.
Yeah, he
Yep,
wasn't
Eric.
easy. He wasn't hard to look at either. He was easy to look at. Sorry, I'm mixing my metaphors there. And then you moved on to Sam, which, as we heard on the Global BC Morning Show, was Steve Darling's favorite move of the whole series. He was pretty happy that you and Sam were together. I think the whole audience was. You made a great pair, and the chemistry was undeniable. And I think that was the key for people, was watching that chemistry. But we're going to play a clip right now, and I see chemistry here with your work partner. So have a look at this.
Okay. Don't push me in. Do not push me in.
I wasn't going to push you in. I was coming to bring you a beer.
You were going to push me in.
No, why would I do that? It's been an hour getting ready. I wouldn't.
I hate you so much right now.
No, you don't. You love me. You just hate change.
I don't hate change. I hate surprises.
Really? So I kind of like him.
Oh my God, you're so dead.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Here. Easy.
What is your problem? Oh my God, I owe you big time for that. Get away from me.
Sure, let's go.
Gotta work.
Okay, so as a fan of Rookie Blue, I'm now terrified because I think that boat is coming ashore, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Right, it's a pretty intense episode, actually. Things go awry, as usual, in Rookie Blue.
Yes.
But we kind of make it out of there unscathed a little bit.
That's good. We're glad to hear that. Now, let's just talk about filming that scene, because always when an actress is shoved into a pool, you have to know whether it was nice out. It was obviously nighttime, so
It originally was supposed to be great. It was going to be shot in the summer, but then it was raining and there was a thunderstorm, and so we couldn't film it. So it was like 2 months later that we filmed it, and the pool was freezing cold, and it you could see my breath. We're actually filming that, so that sucked.
How many times did you have to do that?
Okay, it was promised to me maybe twice, and it was probably about 10 times.
Now, you have to get out of the pool, do a whole sort of makeup redo, dry your hair, right, to reshoot
We kind of,
that,
we kind of shot it first where we do all the conversation part, and then we do the pushing in, so you can't really tell.
Right.
But yeah, I'm such a wuss when it comes to water up my nose. So it was very hard for me to actually do that and not plug
Fall
my
back
nose
and
like a
not go
baby.
like this, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And come up coughing and spluttering,
Yeah.
which was part of the
Which
scene.
is not cute, and when it's like all running out your face, and you're like, I'm really glad I'm on TV right now.
Exactly. Well, it looks really good, and of course it leads into what's going to happen with you, and it's exciting to watch. You found out last season that life as a cop is tough.
Yes.
Really tough.
Yeah. It was a very tough year for Dove last year. He was involved in a shooting where he killed a 15-year-old kid, and then in an attempt to sort of assuage his guilt, he started bringing groceries to his family's house, and then got in an inappropriate relationship with the victim's sister. So that was pretty intense. This year things are a little bit lighter for Dove. He takes a vow of celibacy during the 6 months off between seasons, and then we meet him right before he gets his life shaken up again, but in a good way this time, in a more positive way.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break, because when we come back, we're going to hear more about the vow of celibacy.
You got to wear the vest.
Do I?
Speeders speeding, they got to be able to see you.
Yeah. I don't do the vest.
Because it doesn't look cool? I mean, you're celibate, what do you care?
I know, and I've never felt better. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Look at my eyes. Look at the whites. Crystal clear. I mean, you should try it.
Well, Dove, I'm just back into my marriage. I don't think that celibacy's in the cards. Except for the fact that, of course, I am just back into my marriage.
Yeah, how's that going?
Spoken like a true married man. I'm just back into my marriage, so celibacy might be at the top of his list. What was it like for you, for that plot line? This runs through a bunch of the show here, being celibate.
Being celibate, I mean, it just reminded me of the good old days. It wasn't too difficult to think back into, those days. It was good. I mean, truthfully, a new character joins 15 Division who really
makes that vow difficult.
Gives Dove a run for his money. Her name is Chloe Price, and played by an actress named Priscilla Faya, who was amazing. And so it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun. Whenever there's the push and pull, you're struggling against something that's happening. It gives you a lot to play as an actress.
There she is there.
Yeah.
It's very much like a police officer there, which obviously...
Also a Vancouver, she joined us from Vancouver.
Fabulous. We love hearing that, especially from out here. What's it like, Missy, you were talking in the commercial break about how much of the season was filmed out of order. You were shooting scenes with the two new characters before you actually kind of had shot the introduction, who they were, what their roles were in the ensemble.
I think every year we come back and we're like, how have we grown? What's the time that we've taken off? And where do we start this season at? And this year was particularly hard because we had two new people coming in, and so we filmed episode 3 first.
Yeah.
Then did we go to 2, 4, then 1?
5 and then 1.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Anyway, it was crazy because we're with these people, and I'm like, I have no idea how we even were introduced. And you can kind of take a look at scripts, but the scripts weren't even really done yet. So you just trust the team. Essentially, You just have to talk with everybody and make sure that it's kind of on point, because the writers have an idea of what's happening. They know what they're developing, and so you just kind of go off of their word instead of script.
Whoever's directing, are they helping you along the way? I mean, people have watched TV shows about movies being shot, so that's where lots of people get their concept from. So is the director saying, okay, you're good friends with this person, or you don't like this woman because she's your rival, or is
it just kind of depends who the director is. If they've been a part of us from the first season, then they kind of know the journey of the characters. But if somebody's just coming in and they haven't really worked with us before, They're not really going to know that. Yeah, it's just a little bit tough for them to know the journey of everything. So
it sounds like a really tight crew.
It is, and it's so good. I mean, I think it's one of the reasons why we've
been so successful.
Yeah, we've done well. I mean, I just think it shows. We all get along really well.
I can tell by watching you guys. You directed an episode.
Yeah, I've directed a couple episodes.
Have you
now.
done more than one? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did one last year, one this year, and then I'm gonna go do another show soon that I'm not on, and it's been an incredible experience. Something I've been working towards my entire life, and they finally gave me a chance. Dave Wellington took me under his wing and mentored me, and it was awesome.
So this is a hard question to answer, I'm sure. Is there a preference, acting, directing?
No, I mean, for me, I think one makes me better at the other, and vice versa. So I'd like to continue to do both as long as I can. Directing is very romantic. You know, I've been acting since I was
a kid,
4 years old, but directing is still really romantic and new and exciting. But they're my two loves.
Well, that's good. That's awesome. It's nice that they give you that opportunity. I know it's not uncommon with actors. We see it, you know, fairly often where the directing credit will come up and you're like, oh, they also star in that show. Well, how did that work? But it's good to hear. What I also think is really exciting about this and makes you really proud to be a Canadian is that this is a very rare show that's a hit in the United States as well. How does that feel for you as actors who are straddling the border? You know, living in LA part-time, living here, trying to make a go of it?
Yeah, I think we're really proud that we get to showcase all the Canadians. You know, it's awesome that we have everybody, every single person is Canadian who's on the show. So for 4 years, we've been able to prove that we can do this too.
And well.
Yeah, it's great. It's been really nice to have the support of ABC and to stand behind us. I don't know, I don't think we ever expected it to go this well. I don't think you ever do. It's really tough to get a show on the air. So I think every year we're like, okay, please, another season. It's no different this year.
Today
Today
particularly
it begins.
is a very nerve-wracking day.
Is it nerve-wracking?
Well, yeah, because you know we've been off the air for 8-9 months, and you don't know if you hope people remember you and tune in, but
you're unforgettable, pal.
Yeah.
Well, and you've made the product, and now you're putting it out for consumption, right?
Yeah.
So. Fingers crossed. I think you'll do just fine. I'm going on a limb here, but I think you'll do just fine. Let's talk about the other new character who arrives this season in Division 15, which is the fictional police department. Tell us about this other, it's another woman.
Marlowe, yes, played by Rachel Antrell. She is a babe. First of all, I can see the picture right there.
Have to say,
Angelina Jolie thing, you know?
She does, but the whole police look is not conducive to hot female, really, you know? I mean, it's... I mean, of course she's attractive, very attractive.
Yeah. But she is a great addition, actually. I really like her storyline this year.
You do?
I do really like it, because I know that people are upset that Sam and Andy are, you know, working their stuff out, whatever that means, but that's kind of what life is, you know. I took off for 6 months, and I come back, and I kind of expect everything to be back to normal, but there's new people in the division, and so I'm having to adapt to what's happened there, and I don't really fit in the same way that I thought I did. She's been there for a while. She's a very good cop. She knows what she's doing, and she's solid. So,
and she attracts the attention of?
I don't want to talk about
it. Sam? Yeah. Your old boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a bummer, but you know, there's kind of, even though she's in the picture, there's kind of always going to be something between Sam and Andy.
What I love listening to you is your attachment to your character.
I can't help it. I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm like Andy/Missy.
You don't holler at people running down the street, though, do you?
I don't.
Or I'll shoot.
No. I hope I don't go that far. No. Otherwise, I'm a dead person.
Yeah, exactly. How about you?
I witnessed a car accident the other day. I was driving home from a movie with Peter Mooney, and we secured the scene and made sure everybody.
This actually is heroic.
Are you serious?
It's a true story, yeah. And then the cops came, and they're like, "Okay, we'll take it from here, boys. Do you ever figure out how to use those handcuffs?" We're like, yes, sir. Okay. We hung our heads in shame and went home.
But you did feel compelled to get involved.
Well, I mean, no more than any, other citizen who, we saw a pretty bad accident, and we were the first people there, so we just went around and make sure everybody was okay. But it was also in an area where we shoot a lot of episodes of Rookie Blue, so me and Peter, our lingo was very
cop-like.
Yeah. 10-4, 10-4. Okay, we got a 10:37 here.
I wish I was there.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Yeah. One for the ages. On YouTube. Yeah, that'd be good. With no direction, Yeah. It would have happened all on its own. Let's talk about one of the characters who was killed off last season. Well, the only character who was killed off last season. We talked about how close you guys are as a group. How hard is that to say goodbye to one of your fellow actors?
That was tough.
Yeah,
it was the worst. We didn't know until a week before we started filming, and he didn't even know until then, because this was a very big decision by the writers. It was a lot to evaluate before making a decision like that. And I don't know, I bawled when we were doing the read-through because you actually are saying goodbye to this person. You're not working with them anymore. So we kind of lost a family member. And it was really tough. But I also think that it made for a really great season and storyline, and I loved what it did to all of our characters.
And the reaction from the fans and people that watched the show was, I think, exceeded all of our wildest expectations.
What kind of reaction did you get?
Oh, people were livid, because these characters are real to people now. They've sort of taken on a life of their own, and I got chased through downtown Toronto on my bike with people yelling at me like, "How could you kill Jerry?" And I was like, I had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry. But yeah, people were really upset. But that's the ultimate compliment.
It is, isn't it? Because it shows that we're tied right into all of you. And I think the neat thing about the show is because Rookie Blue. I mean, at some point we're going to have to change the name because you won't be rookies anymore.
That's true. However, we're still rookies for 5 years at least.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're the low man on the totem pole.
Perfect. Yeah.
Which is where Chloe comes in.
But we did
get to rag on her.
Yeah. Oh, because she's the new rookie.
Kind of. She's rookie-ish.
Okay. Because we watched you, literally become police officers. You were the first, wet behind the ears, green as cops in the first season. So it's been interesting to watch everybody mature as people and then as police officers. This season ends also with a cliffhanger, a 2-part ending. Yeah. As shocking as last season's ending?
I think more.
Yeah. More?
The way this season ends this year is really, really intense. And I directed the first part of the 2-part cliffhanger, so
Fabulous.
I'm maybe a little biased.
No, you're not.
No,
you're
it's
not.
good.
It's really good. Yeah.
Okay. So we have, 13 episodes to get through to get to that point?
Yep.
13 weeks plus a week or two of interruption, probably with some holidays.
That's true, yeah.
A long 3 months, I got to tell you.
we gotta really draw it out.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's going to be action-packed. Just judging, by the promotional material, it looks really, really awesome. We're running out of time here, but I have to show folks at home this because you guys have been so great. This is so cute. So they walked in here this morning and we're on Global BC, and then obviously stayed to be on our show. And Missy is carrying this brown bag. I'm like, what's in the bag? Like, did you bring a lunch or something?
No, it's just... Okay, so I buy purses, but I don't really like carrying purses because I find them really irritating. So I will carry everything, but I didn't have any pockets today, and this guy doesn't, so...
He's no help.
Yeah, you're no help. So then, anyway, we got
a brown bag.
And you've got an Egg McMuffin this morning, and there's my purse.
You've given me permission to
it's
open
fine.
this.
Yeah.
Because I love in magazines when they go through them and say, this actress carries this bag, and look what's in it.
That's Greg's.
Hair gel, right?
Yeah.
That's your hair gel? Okay, so you use the Kevin Murphy brand Night Rider. A couple of phones. Are you guys on Twitter? Twitter handles?
Those are both Missy's. Aren't those both your phones?
Yeah.
Why do you have 2 phones? People always ask me
I have
that.
2 phones. Don't panic. I
Yeah,
have 2
it's
phones.
just one's Canadian, one's American.
All right.
Oh, there's my
Look at
juice.
that. Local, BC juice, Happy Planet. I'm a little worried. Oh, okay, that says what hotel you're at.
That's my wallet.
Oh, you know what? Where did you get this?
My sister made it.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, lots of people make this. This is the duct tape wallet.
Yeah.
And they come in all different patterns and colors and stuff. I won't go through there, but, camera through there.
No, I'm really proud of that, actually. I kind of get made fun of for it because it's not, I don't know, expensive.
It's not what you'd
But
expect.
it's awesome. It's personal. Like, she put a bunch of things in there that's really funny.
Yeah.
To me. Like, there's nothing wrong with you, hopefully.
And Misa, is that what she calls you?
Misa, that's my name.
Yeah. Because your name is Melissa.
Yes.
But you go by Missy, which you have for years.
Yeah, Melissa I don't really answer to.
No?
I don't know who
Okay.
that person is.
Well, good.
I'm more Andy than Melissa, I feel.
And nice to see Smashbox and Mac.
Yeah, which I'm not wearing either one of those today.
Aren't you?
Because that's also what I do. I buy makeup and
And
wear it.
probably leave it places because you don't carry it in a purse.
Right.
There we go, people. I love it. Thank
it's
you.
very easy to find that bag.
You know what? You are the best, most low-key actress we've ever met.
Anybody can have it.
$1,500 designer
available to
handbag,
everyone.
So, makes people love you all the more. Gregory Smith, Missy Peregrym, thank you so much. What do you do now?
I'm hanging out.
I'm not sure. What are we doing now?
No, I think you just mean like
like
generally,
in
like
life?
in our life.
In life. Yeah, sorry. I know today you're going to visit family and friends because you're from around here.
Yeah, I'm going to visit with family.
And we're going to watch
later.
Rookie Blue at 10 p.m.
Nice.
And we're both going to be tweeting live.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, what's
We're
your
gonna be
Twitter
answering
handle?
questions. At Peregrym.
Easy.
Gregory the Smith.
Okay.
At Gregory the Smith.
At Gregory the Smith. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Great
having
to have you
us.
guys. Have a great day.